There was a little bit of a fuss when you were nominated in the female category for an acting, was it Emmy?
Yeah.
And some people took that as insulting to you.
It started off as a routine day on set for The Last of Us Season 3, but no one expected what came next. According to several sources on the production team, Bella Ramsey completely broke down in frustration after claiming that her preferred pronouns weren't being acknowledged by members of the crew. What was supposed to be a creative, professional atmosphere turned into chaos, again, with Bella at the center of yet another meltdown. The cast had already been walking on eggshells around her, but this time, things boiled over in a way that might finally change the future of the show forever.
I'm sorry. That was acting. That's what that was. I don't really care what happens with this movie. I really hope her career is pretty much over. I'd be thrilled to see that. I can't imagine. I mean,
From the very beginning of her time on The Last of Us, Bella Ramsey made her identity part of the spotlight. In interviews, in behind-the-scenes moments, and on social media, she consistently emphasized her pronouns, personal values, and expectations for how others should interact with her. There's nothing wrong with asking for respect, but as one insider put it, with Bella, it stopped being about respect and started being about control. Crew members who had worked on multiple major productions said the energy on set was tense and exhausting. Everyone feared saying the wrong thing, not because they were intentionally disrespectful, but because they didn't want to be the next person Bella confronted.
Joel, I think I found something.
Whoa!
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just, your forehead seems bigger than last season.
The Last of Us Season 2 is out. Episode 4 is the latest, and it is bombing.
We made a deal to tell this story, and we're telling this story.
The Last of Us was plagued by complaints of bad casting.
Like most people, I liked the first season. I thought they did a great job. Season 2, I was skeptical on them not recasting Ellie and keeping Bella Ramsey as Ellie because it's supposed to take place 5 years into the future, but obviously Bella Ramsey in real life was not going to age that much in, the 2 years it took between seasons. So in the show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same.
Yes, maybe we can prop it open with something and you can slide.
Whoa! Oh my god, what?
Is it getting bigger?
Stop it.
No, seriously, what's with that?
It's fine, Joel.
Does it hurt?
Joel, please. You're making me self-conscious.
I'm sorry, it's just a little bit startling.
It's a normal head, Joel. Can we just get back to the door thing?
It's planetary.
Leave it.
It's gonna have its own area code soon.
Up your impression at all, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, the noise is the same. I've not got any more noises. The new infected are pretty terrifying. They're so smart, and they haven't really got a noise. That's the whole point of them. They're silent and terrifying.
Ooh, give us a little silent and terrifying.
Ellie! Oh my goodness, Joel! What do I do?
Jesus!
Joel, focus!
Again?
Joel!
Okay, I guess just use your telekinesis?
I don't have telekinesis, Joel!
I don't believe you! Look at the size of that thing! Just try, Ellie, please! Clown cranium! Yeah!
For some reason, they made the decision for The Last of Us Season 2 to make Ellie dumb, to the point where she even says that she's stupid. Why?
Had to not like each other for a bit.
You had to not like me, which came easy.
Show is finally speaking out about its failure. The Last of Us creator Craig Mazin admits Season 2 was a fake finale, drew over 50% less than the finale of Season 1. You lost.
And that's exactly what happened on the third week of filming Season 3. An assistant costume designer who reportedly misused Bella's pronoun once while talking to a colleague found herself being publicly corrected by Bella in front of multiple people. What could have been a quiet, private correction turned into a moment of tension that spread across the entire cast. Witnesses said Bella's voice escalated, her tone turned icy, and the room went silent. Everyone could feel it. This wasn't just about one comment. This was about Bella's need to feel in control. And once again, Bella's reaction overshadowed everything else happening on set. The schedule was delayed, scenes were pushed, and the director had to step in and call a temporary break. One of the producers reportedly had a closed-door meeting with Bella, trying to calm her down. But Bella wasn't having it. She insisted that if the production wasn't going to enforce pronoun usage across the board, she wouldn't feel safe coming back to set. Those words hit the entire team like a ton of bricks. Safe? As far as everyone else was concerned, Bella was the one making the environment difficult. It didn't help that Bella had been pushing for major changes to the script as well. She wanted her character, Ellie, to speak about identity in a more direct way, something that hadn't been part of the original game. And while the writers tried to find a balance, it became clear that Bella expected the show to bend entirely to her preferences. One scriptwriter, speaking anonymously, admitted, "It's less about collaboration and more about avoiding conflict. If Bella doesn't like something, it gets rewritten or someone gets blamed." Pedro Pascal, who had been a calming presence during earlier seasons, was noticeably more reserved. While he didn't say much publicly, sources say he was tired of the drama and didn't want to get caught in another social media firestorm. Others in the cast began keeping their distance. The camaraderie that once existed on set was fading, and Bella's actions, however well-intentioned they may have started, were now the source of ongoing division. As production resumed the next day, the mood on set remained tense. Despite attempts by producers to reset the energy, Bella Ramsey returned with a chip on her shoulder. According to multiple insiders, she entered the soundstage already irritated, visibly frustrated that the previous day's issue wasn't addressed with a formal crew-wide protocol. She reportedly asked the assistant director if there had been an official announcement about using pronouns. When she was told it had only been handled through department heads, she stormed off the set before blocking off her trailer for nearly 2 hours. That delay meant a full day of filming had to be reorganized. 2 critical scenes involving multiple actors were scrapped due to Bella's absence. Some crew members were reportedly instructed to use their time catching up on other tasks while waiting for direction. But behind the scenes, more conversations were happening, and not all of them were in Bella's favor. An anonymous sound technician who had been working on the show since season 1 said the atmosphere had never been this unstable. He described how entire departments were now operating in silence, avoiding eye contact with Bella for fear of offending her unintentionally. "We've all worked with big stars," he said, "but this is something else. You never know if today's the day she calls someone out again." Even worse, Bella's growing list of demands didn't stop with pronoun enforcement. Sources revealed she began asking for script revisions in scenes that didn't directly include identity references, claiming that even characters in the background should reflect progressive representation. These suggestions weren't subtle nudges, they were delivered with an air of entitlement and often framed as non-negotiable if the production wanted her full cooperation. Several writers felt pressured into making changes that deviated from the source material just to keep Bella from walking off set again. Meanwhile, Neil Druckmann, the co-creator of the series, was said to be caught between a rock and a hard place. While he had supported Bella publicly during press tours, insiders claim he was growing more frustrated behind closed doors. At one point, during a private meeting with producers, Neil reportedly expressed concern that Bella's behavior was becoming a threat to the longevity of the series. Even though season 3 had been greenlit, there were already talks about what might come after and whether Bella was still the right fit for the franchise going forward. Rumors began circulating about alternate casting ideas. Some crew members whispered about screen testing other actresses as backup options, should things with Bella spiral further out of control. Others noted that fan forums were still filled with complaints, memes, and critiques of Bella's performance and off-screen behavior. The gap between public perception and internal reality was widening fast, and everyone in the industry was taking notice. Then came the moment that pushed things even further. During a rehearsal, one of the set decorators casually referred to Ellie's character with she in a conversation about blocking positions. Though the comment wasn't directed at Bella and was part of an internal planning conversation, Bella overheard it and immediately halted everything. She accused the team of being careless and undermining her boundaries. That interaction reportedly ended in Bella threatening to bring in external sensitivity consultants to review the crew's behavior. At that point, even the most patient cast members began losing sympathy. According to a source close to the production, Bella's insistence on hyper-controlling the environment was starting to feel like a power move, not a plea for inclusion. Delays were stacking, rewrites were constant, and morale was scraping the bottom. Even though no public statements had been made, those behind the scenes were bracing for the inevitable, that The Last of Us might not survive another season with Bella at the center.